but it just don't work on you. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Well, I'll do anything.
A lot of people, when we travel, they tell us like, oh wow, we love what you did, and you brought back the old school, or you brought back the classic barbershop. But that's bullshit. We didn't want to bring back the old school. We wanted to keep it alive. But it was a normal thing. Now we are talking and talking and talking about barbershops and how important it is and blah blah blah. Back in the day, it was not like that. It was a necessity. I mean, you gotta get your hair cut. And they weren't making some blah 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 out of it. You just had your barbershop, El's barbershop, John's barbershop, Rob's barbershop, and you know that's what it's about. There was a gumball machine, right? And the kids, they all when they got their hair cut, they got a lollipop, and that's it. And it was not some blah blah blah, a fancy shit or whatever. That's because now you got this revival, and all of a sudden it's cool and hip and trending, blah blah. But that's it's never been about that. You know, it was just about getting a haircut and seeing El and John because you hadn't seen them for a while.
It was, well, in a certain way, because back in the days you had, of course, you had the barbershop quartet. Yeah, but you know where that came from, the barbershop quartet? Because that is a good story. Because back in the days when they did, they also extracted the teeth, and the barbershop quartet was there to muffle the sounds of the people in the back in agony when their teeth were pulled. So they were singing so that the clients didn't hear the screams of pain. Yeah, nice story. Let's take all these haircuts that we do, put them on a poster, hang them on the wall. And then we made the posters, we had shitloads of fun making them, and then Lane saw them, and Lane was like, you know what? Maybe we can sell this shit, right? But I made them just for our shop. So it was not a project, it was not, so then when we were selling them, and they were going to countries that we were like,
Right? That's why, I mean, I laugh. A lot of people go like, Rob only does pompadours. Yeah, that's right. I've done everything else. I know about long layers. I know about bobs. I know about, I can do every haircut there is, basically. Well, I don't want to, because I picked my favorite haircut, and I'm going to perfect that the next 25 years until I die. And everybody can go like, oh, he only knows one haircut, but I know how to do it them right. I know how to do it them good, right? That's what a craftsman does. If you got a carpenter, he makes tables. What, are you gonna bitch and he only makes tables? That's his job. That's why he chose to do that. You take a certain part of your craft and you want to be really good at that.
Шли, но два брата с турецкого фронта, с турецкого фронта домой. Ударил, ударил, он против
Sunday music, baby, make me feel so down. Everybody know about she plays it down. Have you heard the music, baby? People say I'm gonna be your clown. While I look in her eyes, she looking for the guys. For every dollar, she can kiss your mouth. Oh, maybe down.
If I've got any advice for anybody that want to participate in a contest like this, make sure life's a stage. People are watching the whole thing, and if you stand out by the way you look and your model looks, right?
Yeah,
it's
good,
not
good
it's,
advice.
It's it's not like
Atmosphere.
it's not like it's not an extra point on paper, but it's definitely an extra point in the heads of the judges. So and that's per. I mean, with the old school, you know, do a total look. But even with the beards, we just judge a beard contest. I cannot, to be honest, there were a couple of models that didn't have a haircut before. I'm like, dude, that is just that little extra, right? It's when you trim the eyebrows, you take out the. It's the same with the haircut. Why are you going to do a beard contest with an 8-week-old haircut? Like, you know, you're not going to be judged by it on paper,
But here you're thinking about it.
yeah.
It's good.
So think about the total picture.
Sunday music, baby, make me feel so down. Everybody know about she plays it down. Have you heard the music, baby? People say I'm gonna be your clown. While I look in her eyes, she looking for the guys. For every dollar, she can kiss your mouth. Oh, maybe down. Sunday nights with baby make me feel so blue. Everybody told me she's untrue.
But I have to be honest, also, like a couple of guys, they entered in 4 different categories. Well, then you got like hard for what you're doing because they weren't the best, but they tried to make a name for themselves, and you also see that they're enjoying what they're doing, and that's the most important thing. You don't have to win the contest.
Have you heard the music, baby? People say I'm gonna be your clown. While I look in her eyes, she looking for the guys. For every dollar, she can kiss your mouth. Oh, maybe down.
No, but that's the thing, man. We grew up with that shit. And when I started doing the psychobilly quiz, I mean, for me it's a little bit easier because I'm close to England, so I'm actually friends with Sparky and with Kufta and everybody. So, but these guys taught me how to cut their quiz. I will tell you one trick with the psychobillies. I did not know that. Most important trick I ever learned in my life is a lot of people, when they do psychobilly hair, they try to put the hair up. But psychobillies don't put their hair up. They put their hair down. They put a mirror on the floor and they do their hair like this. Now that is the simplest trick in the world, but I didn't think of it. Because then gravity, instead of working against you, it's helping you out, right? You dry, they go up, and then you take your clippers and you go. They taught me that when I was 14 years old or 15 years old. And we took all these tricks because that's truly how you learn to cut hair. And I still do it the same way, you know.